Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I'm your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Capricorn in April 2019. Hello, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, guys, we made it to April. No more Mercury retrograde. Thank the Lord above, or thank the angels, thank whoever above. I feel good. I hope you feel good about it, because Mercury retrograde was a little bit of a challenge for me. A little bit of a challenge. And several people I know, they had it way worse than I did, so I can't really complain. But anyway, so we're out of that now. A little bit in the shadow period here in the first half of April. So things should be kind of getting back on track. Let's see. So, Capricorn, shuffled off camera. That's your main spread there. Shuffle now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the board, that is when the reading begins. There will be a timestamp in the description box below if you want to jump ahead to the beginning of the reading. I totally don't blame you. It's all good. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me, which I highly recommend you do if you've been thinking about it, or you've been kind of, reluctant to do it up until now. I recommend that you do it because come June, I'm going to raise the price on the type of reading that's down there below, and I'm going to introduce other readings to my channel, to my services, and basically, I'm an honest person, and I don't want to see people pay more money for something if they don't have to. So for what you get right now, which is about a 35, it's usually 40 minutes, let me be honest. What you get is usually a 40 to 50 minute reading with me. It's no less than 35 minutes for $25. And so that's pretty cheap. If you kind of look around YouTube or anywhere else you can get tarot readings, that's pretty dang cheap for the time involved. So for now, it's a good steal. It's a good price. But if you wait until June, that price will be going up. So in your best interest, get it now. Get it while it's hot. Is kind of my position on that. Okay. I've done sales before, and I'm just like not a competitive person when it comes to sales. Like, oh, make sure you upsell them. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. If somebody doesn't want to be upsold, I'm not going to upsell them. I'm going to tell them you should get it now because it's on sale. I'm not going to. Anyway, that's just me. I don't want to ramble on about my personal feelings about that. All right, Capricorn, enough of my yapping. Let's go ahead and get your outcome and your overall energy, okay? Give me the outcome for Capricorn in April 2019, please. Ooh. There it is. I was like, that feels stuck. Bottom of the deck is the overall. Something like that. And let's flip everything else and see what's going on. Oh no. Nah, not too bad. Oh, I didn't even flip this one over. I'm like straightening it out. There, that's the last one. Okay. Capricorn, all right. Well, we look on the screen. Looks pretty okay. All right, let's see what's shaking with you guys, okay? Please show me Capricorn in April 2019. Please show me Capricorn in April 2019. Please show me Capricorn in April. Yeah? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, Cap, coming into April, you come in with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I will show you this card upright just so you can kind of get a little bit of a clearer perspective. But in reverse, okay. So, I think you're having a tough time getting things started, particularly with money, particularly with your finances or your career perhaps. But things that concern your material world or the things that you value in your life, so your possessions, your home, stuff like that. There are projects maybe or certain pathways or gateways that you want to go down, but you just can't get there. It's not fertile, it's not soil. Other people are not working with you. You're finding it hard to really find traction with something. Or you might not feel so lucky or fortunate right now. You might feel as if opportunities are lost to you. And that just might be a perspective for those who are like kind of having this sort of pessimistic view of their circumstances. I think that might just, again, boil down to your perspective. In other cases where it's a little bit more obvious, if you're looking for contracts or if you're looking to sign paperwork and the terms don't come through that you were looking for, or the person or people that you want to work with aren't working with you, if you're in work and you're seeking a promotion but you're denied, or you're not, you kind of drop out of the running in terms of candidates, you might have several interview processes to go through, and maybe you make it through the first two but you don't get the final interview, something like that. So there's a stoppage or a blockage or a lack of opportunity that you're coming in here with. And for some of you, not all of you, like a small group of you, it's just your perception, and you just have to change the way you look at things or look for other opportunities, alternatives. But in some cases, you are getting no's, you are getting denied, you are being rejected. Or your ideas or your intentions and the things that you're trying to get started are rejected for some of you, okay? That's interesting. Okay. Is this like, what is this? Used to be. Okay, that's good news. Used to be. What else? Had to be? Okay. I can't. It's like an M word, but I don't know what word that is. Monument. Okay, fine. So for some of you, this could be like a past energy. This could be something that you have experienced recently or experienced months ago, weeks ago, years ago. I don't know. Because I'm challenged because I don't feel like, I feel this can be overcome. Like, I feel this is a challenge, yes. I feel it's discouraging, yes, to be given a no, or to be rejected, or to not be able to find traction with something. I feel there's friction there, but I don't feel it's a complete bar. It's a complete block. I don't feel that. Again, for some of you, it's your perception, or it's this idea of you've been told no once and now you don't want to. Okay, there we go. So you've been told no once or twice, and now you're just like, forget the whole thing. And you're discouraged, you're frustrated, you're angry, a lot of you are like losing your will to fight, to persevere, to push through. Yeah, you're giving up, a lot of you. And that's okay, up there, thank you. So right above this starting position, Devil card energy, your own energy, Capricorn, major arcana for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And the Devil has many positive attributes, in tarot, many positive attributes. He's not coming here today with that. He's coming here, showing up to underline and kind of highlight the more quote-unquote negative attributes, or the troublesome, trying attributes of the Devil, which is to be usurped of power, stripped of agency, stripped of choice, stripped of willpower. Thank you, that's how it should come across. Stripped of willpower. Not of power, but willpower. Determination. Believed to be weaker. You believe yourself, or someone in this situation, it's probably you, believe yourself to be weaker than you are, without choice, without any type of escape route or plan B, plan C, plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down to Z. You think plan A is all you can do, and it's like, no, there are other ways you can go about doing this. There are other opportunities that you can seek. But you are convinced, and that's kind of what the devil is more known for: convincing, beguiling. Yeah, you're convinced, whether it's internal, your own influence, or the external influence of other people or the circumstances around you, but you're in this mode of self-belief of I can't, it won't help, it won't happen, this won't help me, la 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 la. Self-doubt, a lot of self-doubt here, okay? And it's unfortunate, Capricorn, because like I've made a big deal to mention there are positive aspects of the devil. Everything that I just said, you can turn it up on its head. So where I said lack of willpower, the upside or the upswing or the quote unquote positive aspect of the devil is that there is nothing but willpower. It's total willpower. It's total self belief and self-esteem. Or it can be the antithesis of that and being a lack of self-esteem. The devil is very like black or white in that way. There's like not a lot of gray area with the devil card, in my opinion. And so you're now on the, let's say, I don't want to say that, but you're now on the less positive side of the devil energy. You've stripped yourself, or something has stripped you of your self-belief, your willpower, your drive, or your fight, fight or flight response maybe is also a dichotomy you could think of. And you've just are giving it up. I haven't even looked at this card. I've been looking out the window and just sitting here saying all that, but let me look at this. Chained to, of course. Now think about the devil card, just to compare it. The artwork of this card and the artwork of the traditional tarot is normally there's a devil and there's only two people chained to him. In this, there are several people chained to this. So this might be, like in terms of your job, this could be several people in your job are miserable, or several people are feeling, dejected and not inspired in their work. It could be you're tied to something, an entity that's bigger than you, and other people kind of share in sort of this miserable or downtrodden outlook. And if it's not that, it's more of a metaphorical being chained. So like we perhaps as humans, as society, are chained to the idea of we can't overcome. And you're in that energy. You're in that group of people right now where, again, you're pessimistic. You're not, or, you could be a realist and you think, okay, well, reality sucks. We're all going to die. No offense to anybody, but you might be thinking in those ways. Reality sucks. We're all going to die. So why do I even try to fulfill my dreams or try to find happiness and contentment in my life? In the end, we're all going to end up in a box anyway. So who cares? You might be thinking in those extremist terms. I don't like it because, again, like I mentioned when I first picked that card up, there are positive qualities of the devil card. There is something about this energy that can be utilized for your benefit, but you are not seeing your circumstances, what's physically around you, the people you're around, the job you have, the total amount of money in your bank account, whatever. You're not viewing things in a hopeful, optimistic, or even, I suppose, objective point of view. A lot of you are probably in your feels regarding whatever situation this is, your home, your money, relationships, whatever. And you're just like, you're not feeling it. Wow. Thank you. So I was like, where are we going? Because this Six of Wands is really giving me a bit of a, he's really giving me a stumbling block. I can't wait to get down there. But anyway, so they drew me up here. So maybe we're making a circle here or some type of, whatever, doesn't matter. I think I said Five of Swords is your next card. I think I said something about giving up the fight. That's it. Or this is the illustration of that. Because again, comparatively, if you know the tarot, or if you want to stop this and Google quickly the Five of Swords, you'll most likely see the traditional depiction of this card in the Rider-Waite deck, which involves more than one person. One person gets all the swords, two people walk away in the distance. That's kind of it. This card, this deck, Cosmic Tarot deck, different depiction. Someone has all the swords, but nobody's around. If this person was fighting with other people, if this person was having disagreements or contention with other people, competition with other people, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't even know that that person had ever done anything that involved disagreement or involved some type of scuttle. He lying down on his back in the middle of this pentagram, surrounded by these swords. So giving up the fight. There's no action here. Yeah? Comparatively, again, to the traditional depiction of this card, you might think this is like easy breezy cover girl right here. And rest and relaxation, but that's not what I'm feeling. There is like this stuck to, and didn't I say pentagram? I'm not even sure if that's a pentagram underneath him, but I said that word, and of course pentagrams are usually tied to the devil card. So listen, whoever this message is for, and not every Capricorn is going to be on this train, I'm already knowing this is for a small group of people in the collective. Whoever's on this train, listen, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. As best as you can. I don't know how you can do that, but try your best. Because a lot of this is perception. A lot of this is, coming up to rejection, being given some no's, or not seeing things pan out the way you want. And you just fall further down that rabbit hole of despair, of giving up, of feeling as if you have no recourse. You have no way to rebound. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's a lie. The devil's a lie. They say that, right? The devil's a lie. That's the other thing about the devil. He can be a lie and he can be the truth. It's weird. In my understanding of that card, it's a little weird. He can be both things. Beguiling. I think I said that word, right? So, with your 5 of Swords, and they're all staked in roses or some type of flower. This is a dark. Some of you are having like dark thoughts, dark outlooks. What do you call that? Oh, what's that word? It's a good word, but I can't think of it. And that's not the word I want, but I'm going to say morbid. Like some of you are thinking the worst of everything. Throughout your day, you wake up. Like I'm shooting this on a Friday. I'm recording this on a Friday. Some of you wake up and, you go to work or you go outside and somebody's like, Happy Friday or TGIF. And you're like, who cares? And I'm just like, listen, not to say that you should care about other people's positions and respond in kind, but it's like, no, literally, dude, it's Friday. And if you're like, who cares? You're having like this Eeyore, but it's not sad. It's not even Eeyore sad, because I think that Eeyore, from Winnie the Pooh, can be uplifted in moments. Like I feel I've watched a few of the Winnie the Pooh cartoons or movies, and I think I've seen him smile at least once. You're not smiling about anything. It's Friday. Oh, it's payday. Oh, this new movie came out. Do you want to go see it? It's like nothing can make you happy. And I mean, look at the landscape. Desolate. Arid desert. Dry. And this person by themselves. Some of you, maybe you feel abandoned. Maybe. A lot of you are spending a lot of time alone. I know that. Depressed, man. Lonely. Depressed. Abandoned. I'm sorry. I don't want to belittle your position, but you got to get out of that. And I don't want to minimize it. Beyond belittling, I don't want to minimize what you're going through, because we all, life is complicated. So some of you might literally be depressed. And I know, as somebody who has been and will continue to have bouts of depression, it's not a thing you just snap your fingers and you're out of it. Or because someone says, hey, why don't you smile? Hey, give me a smile. And then suddenly, oh, that's it. My depression is cured. No, I don't want to minimize what some of you are experiencing. But it feels really serious. It feels really dark. It feels very, like I said, morbid. But I don't want to use that word. There's another word, but I can't think of it. And it's just like, if you continue down this road, I don't know what the hell you're going to encounter. I think if you see a way, or you know of a trick, or you know something previously that kind of lessens this feeling with you, do it. Get into it. Okay? Now, I feel like this is together. This is... Okay. All right. Here we go. So, I just did Sagittarius. Okay, thank you. Because we're just going to circle out. Correct. Thank you. Excuse me. I just had coffee. Sorry. I just did Sagittarius. And they had an interesting reading. I don't think you're overlapping with them, but I just bring it up because part of their reading included this image, which I incorrectly said was this on the Six of Cups, but it's actually here on the Three of Cups. And this also overlaps with Sagittarius because in their reading, and if you followed me for a while, you know that when I encounter the threes, I don't go, oh, third party situation. It's just not me, because probability says that's not always the case. And I also don't want to perpetuate this idea that a third party situation is always involving a romantic entanglement and somebody's cheating, somebody's having an illicit affair or anything like that. But here we are. I'm about to eat all those words because I do feel for some of you, not all of you, again, this is already a small portion of Capricorns, and now even a smaller portion of that portion is experiencing a third party situation or something here that has left you in this desolate, barren desert tied to this devil energy where you feel you can't get anything done and there's no hope for you in the future, and all your new ideas, all your new practical steps that you've taken to get yourself back up on your feet have failed, has been rooted in a third party situation. Now, when, where, and who constitutes this Three of Cups is going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it was your marriage and you experienced heartache because your partner stepped out because they had a third party, or you were the third wheel, or your parents had a third party situation when you were growing up, and that was 20 years ago, but you still feel some type of way, whether you are aware of it or not, and it shaped how you feel emotionally at this point in your life. Because cup suit, we're talking about your emotions. And I'm feeling despondent. A lot of you in this group are despondent in terms of love relationships. Not hopeful. And for those who are like in it now, where you might be the third party, or your husband or wife stepped out and now they're with their third party person, or whatever the situation. Some of you are in it now, some of you experienced this years ago, but whatever. And it's both. Thank you, because I'm like, why am I feeling vexed about this? At the bottom, we have like this sort of orangey yellow color, and at the top, we have more blues, a little bit of green in the center. I feel that there's a range here of emotions when it comes to this situation, this relationship that you either were a part of or that you witnessed secondhand, whatever. You remember the good times in your marriage. You love your partner, your ex-wife, your ex-husband, whoever, and all the things you've shared and all the joy that you've had. And then you also recognize the sorrow and the pain that you shared. You know? Thinking back to your childhood, this is your parents. Your mom cheated on your husband, or cheated on your husband. Your mom cheated on her husband, your father, whatever. For 15 years, she had an affair with some guy that she worked with. I don't know. Something like that. Something really dramatic like that, maybe. And you love your mom. She's a wonderful person. You talk to her. You drop the kids off at her house on the weekend so that you can go out and, just get shit done. Whatever. But you also know this is the same broad that broke my father's heart. Ugh! How do you reconcile that? Is basically what I'm feeling. You, Capricorn, might have issues right now reconciling how much you love a person, but also dislike or, in fact, have hateful emotions towards a person. You don't hate them, but you have hateful, judgmental, very disappointed emotions towards them. They've made you unhappy, or they've hurt your feelings. They've hurt the feelings of someone else that you love. Something like that is what I'm feeling. And you wrangle with that mentally, given that that's swords. You mentally wrangle with that. You lie down in the middle of all those thoughts and you don't engage. A lot of your, for as best you can, you shut down. Shut yourself off from this third party situation energy. Yeah? Or when it comes up, you don't want to think about it. When it comes up, you don't want to talk about it. When you're reminded of it, you get angry. You get sad. Whatever. Boo, I don't like that. I don't like much of this. You're having a tough reading, and I apologize. But that's what's come out, so I have to read it for you. And again, if we look at this as a line, devil talks about temptation. And like I made it mention, this devil has multiple people in it. There's 5 people here. And the devil himself. There's a lot of entanglement here. So again, devil talks about temptation. Devil can talk about also addictions and vices. So someone, you, maybe, your parents, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, whoever, people have vices and temptations and they give into them. And that causes you, Capricorn, to be in this sorrowful place where it's just you and you wallow in all of your misery. And you don't act, you don't speak. That's the other thing. 5 of Swords, Sword suit talks about communication. And normally we see that when there's multiple people and or swords are upright. Swords are being handled. Someone wields a sword. These swords are staked. That person is lying down. No talking. No communication. You don't tell people how you feel about any of this. If you do, it's not an actual conversation. It's that really Eeyore response. Oh, isn't it a lovely day? Why, we're all going to die anyway. What? And people think it's something else. Like, oh, you must be having a case of the Mondays. Or you must feel upset because it's raining outside. It's like, no, I'm really upset because my husband left me for his, hot young secretary. Like, that old trope. Okay? Like, the conversation, if you have it, isn't directly related to what's bothering you. It's always kind of dancing around it, or you never get all of it out at once. So you might tell a friend a little bit about it, you might tell another friend a little bit about the situation, and that information doesn't ever come together and paint the whole picture. Okay, here we go with this confusing, because I don't know what all this is. All of this makes sense to me. This here, what's all this? Okay. So I think this is 2 things. 1, 3 of Wands. Again, sort of backing up the third party situation thing, because it is a 3. But again, I'm not feeling it's here. I feel the third party is anchored in the 3 of Cups. Either that's still going on, either that's from 20 years ago and it's still affecting you subconsciously, whatever. But this has kind of happened, or it's kind of by itself. This 3, is a departure from that 3, okay? This is, for some of you, I hope it hits for somebody. Not I hope it hits because I hope this is what you're going through, but I hope it hits in the sense of I can't shake the message, so I have to express it. For someone out there where you witnessed your parents, or are witnessing now your parents go through this third-party cheating affair, dissolving of the marriage, dissolving of everything you knew and loved about your stable home life, whatever. Whenever that occurred, for some of you, this is the aftermath of that, or like I said, the detachment or the separation of that. Someone, like a Stella gets her groove back kind of thing. And I don't remember the plot of that movie. I'm not sure if she had an affair or she was cheated on, but there's this aspect of moving away from partnership to become a single-fledged human being. To kind of look after the self, prioritize the self and really heal the self. Could be you, Capricorn, could be you, whether you're the witness to the affair or you are part of the affair or whatever. But there is this refocusing on self, healing, finding balance, finding a constructive way to move forward, okay? And what was I saying? Oh, right. So for some of you, watching your parents go through this, or it doesn't have to be your parents, it could be someone that you're close with, like even just a friend or your sister or your cousin, whoever. Someone in that dynamic is doing this. And I'm feeling, Capricorn, it's mostly the person who did the deed. Okay? They are contented. They are happy. They are finding balance. They are finding, a way to move forward and progress. And to use this situation, and I hate it, I don't hate it, but I find it interesting that I'm really harping on the idea of a female, the mother figure in the marriage, did the cheating, okay? So for that, Capricorn, if this is your mom or your aunt or your grandma or your sister, whoever, you're watching this person get her groove back and you don't really like it. You don't like it at all. You might have a quandary. You might have an issue with reconciling this in your mind, because she's touching the Three of Cups. She's touching the Six of Wands, which we're going to talk about soon. But she's also touching the Five of Swords, which again is where you're having this mental anguish. You're not expressing yourself. You're just lying down, giving up, no fight. And it might be because this person is moving on, finding joy and happiness in their lives. And you're like, but you're the bitch that broke my father's heart. Just put it out there. I mean, I'm not saying you need to do that, but I'm putting it out there like that. You're the son of a bitch. You're the whore. I'm just going to do it. You're the slut, the snake in the grass, the liar, the cheater. You don't deserve this. Some of you are feeling this way. Some of you, in some ways, are expressing this, but it's not in its total formation. It's not fully fledged. You are not having this conversation with whoever this is. You're having parts of this conversation with one person over there, another person over there, and it's never that clear picture. I feel you're so frustrated with this person. And if it's, okay, and now to get even more complex, some of you, this could be you. This could be you. I did it. I cheated. I stepped out on a marriage. I divorced, or I did this and I did that. And I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling good on the outside in terms of wands. That's more your physical manifestations, how you move about in the world, kind of the essence of yourself is kind of pretty good. Building on things. I love the pose here because it's really harmonious, or it's really peaceful. Yeah? But then another part of you is feeling guilty, is feeling shameful, or is having to realize or recognize the destruction you've caused. A lot of destruction here also, by the way. With this, and that, since we talked about the third party aspect of it, and like the melancholy, yes, it's good, but then there's also some bad stuff about it. Oh, so this is actually a challenging card, as positive as it is, and I feel that whoever's experiencing this, Capricorn, you or someone else, the cheater, the one who got cheated on, whoever's experiencing this, it's still a challenge, because this Three of Wands is not a final culmination point. It's not a plateau point either. It's this building block. It's this making moves towards feeling more contented and feeling more secure, feeling more balanced and serene. We're not there yet, but we're going to get there soon enough. And part of you, if it's yourself or if it's someone else, part of you is just like, it's not deserved. It's not warm. Like bitterly, you're watching someone experiencing this. Like bitterly. They've moved on. Again, going back to your mom who cheated on your dad, maybe. Okay? She's moved on. Maybe she's not even with the person that she cheated on your dad with. Maybe now your mom is single, Pringle, solo, dolo out there, and she's having the time of her life in her 50s or 60s or 70s. Just kicking up her heels, going on cruises. You know, I practice garden meditation every morning. And you're like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm sorry. But like, it's like this person is experiencing joy and you're just like, you don't deserve it. Damn. That's heavy. Now there's Six of Wands. There's Six of Wands now. This is a trouble. This is trouble. Because the Six of Wands innately is a positive card. Innately is meant to exemplify and demonstrate some type of victory, some type of overcoming. And that could be what it is. That could be what it is the potential of something. The potential for these things. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, it's here, and I feel that it's here in a present sense, but I feel it's not present as in it's come about. That sounds really weird, but I'm telling you, I feel that it's here, but it's not here. It's here, but it's not here. How to explain? Again, if this is someone external to you, or yourself, it doesn't really matter. They're on there, I'm good, I'm balanced, I'm at peace, I'm finding joy. There's some aspect of that relationship or that person or whatever that wants to reach out and make contact with you, with other people, whoever. It's here. We can all have this joy and this balance and this peace and this serenity. I don't want to do my yoga meditations in my garden by myself. This could be your mom telling you this. I miss having a relationship with you, my child, my adult child by this point. But you're still carrying back. She might not know this. But I'm telling you. You still carry that baggage of, but you screwed over my dad. You did this to him, or you did this to us. And there's this inability to meet her where she is. It's here. It's being offered. Here we go. Because I'm like, down here. Offered. Not taken. Offered. Rejected. Okay? Whether you or anyone else reciprocates or meets this person in the middle, that's your choice. Some of you are like a hell no. Some of you are struggling to get to a yes. Some of you want to, but something is lurking, Mr. Devil, and you can't reconcile it. You can't get over it. You can't meet them halfway. You want to. Maybe that's that Ace of Pentacles intended to. But when I get in front of this person, when I hear their voice, when I read text messages from them, I get agitated. I get angry. I get pissed off and upset. They don't know that I'm upset with them. You know, or this is experiencing to you. Again, Capricorn, you could be, you know, no offense, you could be the whore here. No offense. But you could be the perpetrator of that third party situation, or you could be someone who has something to be quote unquote guilty about or blamed for. There's someone who on the other side of that guilty, blamed, or blameful energy that isn't ready, isn't able, doesn't fully understand, or is just incapable of making amends at this point. But, you know, some people are not aware of this. You, them, whoever. Some people are just not aware of any of this. This might be something that only you have knowledge of, or that, you know, this could be, I don't know. It's like, oh boy. So, yeah, I can't explain that. I don't really know what I'm trying to say there. And it's gone from my mind anyway, so that's perfect. The Six of Wands. So yeah, there's like this. Because, okay, thank you. Because I was like, why am I back here? Because I was all ready to go to the outcome. But they're like, no, go back. The victory here is pending. Why do I say that? Look who's in this card with this man and his 6 wands. He's got all the wands, so he has all the energy behind him. He has all the enthusiasm. He has all the intention behind him. He possesses it. He, meaning you, meaning this person here in the 3 of Wands, whoever it is. But there's still this looming energy of, be careful, or let's have our guards up. Why? Look at that damn lion that's next to him. You know? I don't know about you, but if a lion is next to me and my, the only weapons around me are 6 wands, I'm going to hold all 6 wands. So there's this idea of someone has to put their guard down. Someone has to release, sort of drop their weapons, call a temporary truce, and be willing to kind of meet that beast, the lion, or in this case, maybe the devil, and kind of tangle with all that without defenses is how I'm feeling. Could be 3 of Wands needs to do that. Could be your mom with her morning meditation and yoga practice out in the yard needs to realize, when I cheated on your dad, and you found out when you were a teenager or an adolescent or something like that, and you didn't know, but going back to that moment is important here for someone, or potentially everybody involved. The moment when we found out this happened in our family, everything changed from then on. And whoever would be defensive of that, you, them, other people, drop the defenses. Drop them. Go in there, kind of naked, vulnerable. And then you can get the victory. But for now, I'm feeling a total impasse. I'm feeling a total hell no to all of that. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay? Thank you. Outcome. Oh, Dios mío. The Hermit card in reverse. Card of Virgo. So there might be a Virgo of significance in your life, but it doesn't have to be. I'll show you that upright. But again, reverse. So the Hermit really is a healing energy. It's a card that indicates the need to heal, or the willingness and the preparedness to heal, the journey of healing. Here, reverse, it's shut down. It's not moving. People are reluctant. People are resistant. And now I'm saying people, not just you, Capricorn, or not just one other person. People are reluctant. People are resistant. So in terms of the third party situation, which I feel this is mostly what this is, again, this could go back to the workplace for some of you. This could be, this could be favoritism in the workplace, nepotism in the workplace, and you're kind of on the outside of that. If it's like a small family business and you've been hired in to help, and you want to move up in the company, but you can't because somebody favors their kid over you, like that would be an issue. And you would be bitter to see that child, part of that family dynamic, get the job over you when you're more qualified, when you're more experienced, when you have better skills, when you have more knowledge than them. It could be something like that. Just to, I should have said that earlier, but just to show this is not all about romantic third-party situations, okay? So everybody, or many people involved in this situation, are not healing from it. They're not even actively seeking healing, because when the Hermit comes upright, that's the action is taken, or is about to be taken. Here, nobody's going anywhere. Nobody's diving deep into their subconscious. Nobody's diving deep into their memories or their hurt feelings. Everybody is stuck in the reality of now. And nobody's finding resolution. That's the thing. The Hermit seeks resolution to the pain, to the hurt. Like I said, a healing, like a Florence Nightingale type of energy. Okay? Oh, you've got an open wound on your leg. Well, let me get in there and let me start to bandage it up, versus, oh, there's an open wound on your leg. All right, so let's all get ready and walk these 5 miles down the path here. And it's just like, wait a minute, I can't begin to walk down that path if I've got this open wound on my leg. The Hermit in reverse doesn't even acknowledge the open wound. The Hermit card in reverse says, there is no wound. Let's just press on. Or let's not even go anywhere. Let's just sit here on the side of the road and let that wound fester in this hot, hot sun. Like there's a lack of willingness and acknowledgement to handle the painful situations. That's it. That's unfortunate. But again, this is tarot. Tarot is temporary. I'm tapping into a certain energy in this moment. You can change all of this shit around if you want to, or if it's somebody else who needs to change, they could do it too, okay? Overall energy for April, the Magician. Here we go. You can change it if you want to. You can do whatever you want if you want to. The Magician, similar to the Devil card, has positive aspects, quote-unquote positive and quote-unquote negative aspects. You know, the Magician is a creator of their own, well, a co-creator, I should say, of their own circumstances. It's a spiritual card, but then it's also very much interested in the practicalities of life, okay? And it's a merging of those things. It's a little bit of magic and a little bit of real world put together. And you can always use that for good or bad. You can always use that in a beneficial way or a not so beneficial way. And I think thematically, because that's kind of what the overall usually talks about, is the theme. Thematically, Capricorn, it's your choice. It's your choice. If you want this to be shitty, if you want to be miserable, if you want to stay stuck and pessimistic about the situation, pessimistic about any type of progression or changes or positive influences, fine. If you want to create positive influences, if you want to see changing, if you want to see healing happen, you can make that happen too. It is your choice. Your choice. And if it's not on you, if the onus is not on you, although you're who the reading is for, aka you're the querent, so it should be on you. But if it's shared with someone else, it's on them too. Let's have it, okay? Let's do half you, half somebody else. If you both want to make it good, if you both want to patch it up, do it. You can make it happen. If one of you wants to patch it and the other one doesn't, it's not going to get patched. If you both don't want to patch it and you both want to be miserable, or if you both want to have this sort of, you know, constant tension and this misery between you, fine. That's what you'll get. It really is your choice. I had to preach at you there for a second at the last minute. Capricorn, that is your reading for April. I'm afraid to ask if you liked it. If you did, there's a like button down below. There might not be a lot here for you to like, but my purpose in doing this is just to give you insight into things that you might be dealing with. And I feel that knowledge, even when it's painful knowledge or it's hard to digest, it's hard to take in, is better than no knowledge, no clarity, okay? So if you did get something out of this, if you got some clarity here, if something resonated with you, there's a like button down below. You can comment and let me know how this resonated with you. I love the feedback and I love to see how it plays out for you. You know, it kind of gives me that affirmation as a reader. You can also share this video across your social media platforms, let other people know what's going on in your life. Or if you know a Capricorn, you're like, oh my God, this is your life. And you want to show them, that'd be great. And of course, please, please, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, okay? By hitting the notification bells, it'll let you know when I upload new videos, which I will do soon for the mid-month in probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then I will be back in about a month doing the May readings. And I'm probably going to do a random at some point between now and then. So a lot of things to come up that you might be looking forward to, okay? Capricorn, I thank you so much for watching up until this point. Take care. Bye.